Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie back with another reading. This gonna be a pick a card reading. We're gonna be asking the question, who's coming towards you? When you get to watching this video, you're gonna see that I've been changing outfits because I've been doing this reading piece by piece. I think I do like 2 piles a day. I got like 3 other videos I've been doing, and I've been doing like 2 piles, 1 pile, 3 piles, you know what I mean, per day. And then I'm just gonna post them out like batch post. So that way you guys could be like, okay, we're back. Cooking with grease. You know it. I got your back. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for being here. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. Thanks for all those people who trusted me along this journey. Thanks for all those people who just be commenting and getting involved. Not gonna do too much talking. This is gonna be the pile selection. All right, so check it out. We got pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. Take a look at these. Take a look at these. Pile 1 has a flamingo. It is Fort Myers. Pile 2 is a baseball glove. It's St. Louis. Pile 3 is San Diego. It's a tiger, so I'm guessing that's the zoo. Pile 4 is going to be Indianapolis. So take a look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, take that good look, and then I'm going to be over there at pile 1. I'm gone. Boom. All right, so pile 1. Pile 1, who's coming towards you? This could be somebody who you guys idolize or somebody who's idolized by a lot of people. They could have a large following or a large friend group, or just be part of like a large organization, or they are a part of something that maybe has like a culture or something that has like a community vibe to it. So there's somebody who's dreamed about you guys, but they feel imprisoned by like maybe how you view them. So there's somebody who really wants to take action or wants to get to know you guys better, but is worried about maybe how it'd be perceived to you or how it would be perceived by other people. They kind of live in their head. If somebody wants to give you an offer, they may have strong hands or like really nice lips, like soft pillowy lips or like kissable lips. You may kind of feel this way about this person, or this could be somebody who just does a lot of shit talking. You know what I mean? Like they always got something to say, likes to go back and forth. If this is like a business situation, this may be somebody who's a higher status or higher caliber than and then what you're used to like working with or dealing with. Or this is somebody who represents a stage in your life where you're headed towards. Like they could be ahead of you, but you may be headed towards this type of like outcome or this type of like maybe lifestyle or something along the lines of that. Y'all maybe, some of y'all is maybe like an ex-friend, because we do got the 3 of Cups in reverse. It's maybe like an ex-friend, maybe somebody who you used to overgive to, or somebody who maybe at one time felt like they were better than you. Like this could be somebody who felt like they had more to offer to the relationship or the connection than you did to them. Because we do got the Justice here in reverse. So it most likely was a one-sided connection, or there's something one-sided about the relationship. Like one of you may be more stable or more reliable, consistent than the other person, or one of you may be like more of the finished product in a way. So like maybe your life is together. Think of it even if like, say you're at the gym and you're working with your friend, maybe one of you is more physically fit. Maybe you guys run a business. Maybe one of you has more resources or more financial backing behind you, or more years of experience or something like that. It's something along the lines of that. They're like a well-dressed person. They have a lot of sex appeal to them. It could be in their look, but it could also be in their physical body. Like this is somebody who fluctuates back and forth between like extremes. So sometimes they could be extremely mad, extremely maybe scared, extremely vague, extremely like expressive, extremely sexual. Like it may be a mixed bag with this person at times. They are materialistic. You may be able to tell by the way that they dress, or by maybe the way that they talk, or you could tell by like the people that they're with. And materialistic isn't always like, I mean, materialistic is usually like money and like stuff that you could buy. But I was also thinking like they may be a little shallow or superficial even when it comes to appearance. So you may see this person to be very attractive, and you may feel like this person is only attracted to very attractive people, or like people who are very prominent or people who are very successful. You may feel like this is somebody who's like that. Like I was thinking like a ball hawk, or somebody who's like, not gonna say preys on the weak, but somebody who maybe preys on like certain types of people. There's only certain types of people that they're interested in. So they're very strategic. This maybe I feel like this person has power or has authority over others. So you may get a visit from them, or they may reach out to you, or they may call you. You guys are going to have some type of beneficial interaction, or some type of interaction where you guys are going to get on the same page and do something together. There's a desire to do that. This could be a business partnership, or just a large influential partnership that's coming your way. And influence could be like influential, like life changing for you or for both of y'all. Matter of fact, I think it's maybe for both of you. This could be somebody who has a runner's athletic body, or if this is like a past person, this is a past person who was a runner. Like when things got deep, because Neptune could mean that you guys have a confusing dynamic. So something like that could be like causing issues in the relationship, and the issue could be like I said, maybe you felt like you were over giving, maybe you felt like you were doing more than they were doing, maybe you were trying to connect more than they were, maybe they felt like they were trying to connect more than you were. It could be any of that, you know what I mean? So it could be somebody who's some of y'all. It's gonna be good news. Like I don't even feel like this would be a bad person. This would be somebody who you guys would want to meet up with or reconcile with or want to reunite with. You guys may meet in a similar area. Maybe you guys have a similar interest, because the Four of Wands and the Five of Wands are the same type of energies where we have a similar interest that gets us involved or that we unite over. So they could be this. I think it's gonna be very beneficial. Like the interaction that y'all have, either you're gonna make more money, because some of y'all could be like a millionaire, billionaire, or somebody who's maybe 100,000 is pretty good too. So this may be somebody who like maybe makes 6 figures, or somebody who makes like a million or more, or something along the lines of that. Like they if they don't make that much, then this is somebody who can like push you to get into that point. You know what I mean? They could push you to get to going to the finished product. You know what I mean? So either this is somebody who's a finished product themselves, or this is somebody who will push you to get to that point. This relationship will push you to get to that point. They'll change your perspective on a lot of different things. You may even really like want stability or security with this person. They may be trying to give that to you as well, like security, or like trying to confine you to them. I think it's somebody who's slightly possessive. Oh yeah, we got Scorpio energy. So slightly possessive, territorial over their partners. They could be very artistic or just like very vivid with their storytelling, or very vivid with like expressing themselves. Like they may tell a story or tell you like what's happening in their day, and it'd be so many details in it that you're like, oh, okay. You may feel like you're right there with this person. I do get like a vibe of maybe being maybe there's like interracial here, maybe, or there's just like you guys are coming maybe from 2 different walks of life, or something along the lines of that. But they're going to come about cautiously first. So this somebody's going to approach you cautiously and maybe just be around you at first, because the 3 of Cups is here. They may not be the most social at first. You know what I mean? Like you may kind of feel like this person is antisocial or not really that friendly, or, you know, you may feel like they don't really like you, or, you know, there may be a feeling of like this person can't be trusted, or this person doesn't trust me, or, you know, something along the lines of that. But this is somebody who's going to be unapologetically themselves once they start to warm up to you. So once you guys, maybe you guys reconnect a couple times, or maybe you guys meet up a couple times, or this could even be sexual. Like maybe you guys have sex a couple times, and then you guys get closer to each other, or get comfortable with each other. And then maybe they become part of like your social group or your friend group, or they become like an asset, I'm about to say a liability, but not a liability. They become an asset, or they're valuable. They will become valuable to you guys. Let's see what's on their thoughts though. Some of y'all, this may be somebody who's in prison. So like if you guys don't have sex, they may just kind of like, this may be like phone sex or something like that, or them talking to you in a way, like, I don't know, some type of way. It says, how dare you change your number? So this could be somebody you guys change your number on, or there's somebody who's going to want your number. And then we got, you make me feel like a teenager again. So it could be somebody you guys know from your teenage years, or have known since a teen, or they could be maybe in their teenage years, or something along the lines of that. But anyway, we got Aries, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, Cancer, Taurus, Pisces, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, so anyway, pile 1. Boom. Pile 2. So, pile 2. Who's coming towards you? It's going to be somebody who has deep concern for you guys. It's also somebody who feels strongly attracted to y'all. This may be even a scandal to be with this person. Maybe there's a right and a wrong way to being with them. Somebody who has strong work ethic. Maybe you guys work together. I get like an intuitive nudge, or an intuitive like connection between the both of you, where you guys may already know like what you want from each other, or this is somebody who already knows what they want from you. This could be somebody from your past though, because it said, or somebody who just could be like I said, like a scandal. Because it says, I'm only with her for the kids, or anything but love, baby mama drama. So this may be somebody who has another relationship, but maybe makes it seem like they're single. They could have went ghost for a little bit. It looks like they're coming back around, especially with the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands. There's somebody who's coming back around, most likely for sex, or for passion, or for something here. There's somebody who feels like you guys have maybe like moved on, or it feels like you guys are trying to create your happiness elsewhere. So it's maybe somebody who wants to break y'all up, or this is somebody who's coming from a recent breakup, like a past partner or a past connection, possibly somebody y'all just had like maybe a little sneaky link with. Maybe you guys seen each other from time to time, or if it wasn't necessarily like a sneaky link, this was somebody who maybe in the past gave you the vibe that they were uninterested. They were like not really like too excited. Maybe you presented an opportunity for you guys to do something. It looks like this person's going to change their approach with you. Something has been revealed to them. Maybe they could have heard rumors, gossip about y'all. It could be around material success, or around maybe your household, or it could be around like maybe how well you're doing. You know what I mean? Sometimes it could be like maybe you got a job, maybe they got a job, you know what I mean? Maybe they got some money. It could be something along the lines of that. It's something that they become aware of. And it's somebody who says, I'd be thinking about all the freaky things we used to do. I played myself thinking the grass was greener with her. So for some of y'all, it was somebody who's like a player, or somebody who chose somebody else. Maybe you guys were just having maybe a casual fling and then they went and dated somebody else, or something along the lines of that, you know what I mean? Or this was like somebody who, you know, just maybe bounced around, because it's somebody who likes like people for trophies. They like partners for trophies. They don't necessarily like them for like the real benefit of a relationship. They like them more so for the superficial when it comes to connections. All right, so this may be somebody who maybe wants the relationship for more practical means, like for security, for stability. You know what I mean? I think they have their ears to the street. I get like a player vibe, or like somebody who goes from like person to person. So if this is somebody who's breaking up with the connection, then you're like a rebound to this person. They may think that you guys are safe because maybe they don't see you guys around a lot like that. That might be also part of what it is. It's somebody who's usually a loner. They don't really like deal with a lot of people. So they may think of you as like a safe bet because you guys aren't really seen around. Maybe you guys are kind of rare. This may be somebody who's also kind of rare themselves. They're kind of quiet, soft-spoken. But like once you get around this person often enough, they start becoming boisterous, loud, reckless, arrogant, conceited. You start seeing like their real traits. So some of y'all, it's maybe somebody you guys did see this about them, because like maybe at first this person may have put up a facade or pretended to be another way. Like, because I got the Magician reverse, so especially with the and I got the Empress right behind it. So this could have been somebody who maybe like is like a business professional, maybe an owner or a boss, or somebody who just seems to have like strong integrity, somebody who seems to be like a no bullshit, no games type of person, somebody who holds themselves in higher esteem or higher regard. I get them wanting to like take action on y'all. They may have played, so this is somebody who played like they weren't really interested in y'all. And now I'm saying they were playing, because the Magician is here, somebody who makes it seem a certain way. But I get this maybe somebody who's going to try to link y'all, but maybe for sex. Or that could be the manipulative like strategy. So they may make it seem like they want something more or something stable, or that they're going to be more devoted. They may make up these stories or tell you something like that. There's somebody who's spying on you guys on social media. They may have a fake account. Could be on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. They may have a fake account. It's somebody who has multiple accounts. So they don't just have like, even if it's not a fake account, maybe they have multiple accounts. Like maybe they have an old account. Maybe they have a business account. Maybe they have, I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe they have, like they may have their daughter or their sons. You know what I mean? Somebody. I'm just giving you an example. Or they just can get access to other people's accounts, so maybe they can get into like information. So like think of somebody who deals with, let's say, loans, deeds, mortgages, which are the same things. I don't know, deposits or something. So maybe this could be a banker, or this could be somebody who like knows how to get cash, or knows how to like find money in some way. There's a lot of talk about this person too. People talk about this person. They could have a leaner, slimmer body, but then I also got somebody who's like kind of strong, or like a solid build. There's somebody who you guys will see potential relationship with. They're really good at communicating, really good at inspiring you. They probably talk pretty upbeat, you know what I mean? And this is somebody that when they talk, people tend to listen. It doesn't give like an emperor vibe. It gives like a pleasant vibe. So there's maybe somebody who has like a gentler voice or a very pleasing tone. You may like the way they communicate. It may sound like you can take them serious, or like you can trust their words. Somebody who like has strong eye contact. So they're probably going to let you in on how they feel soon. With the Knight of Wands, it could just be bold. They may just make a bold action towards you guys. I think right now they're trying to get information or research on you before they actually take action. So this may be just them asking around first, asking if people know you, and then what they hear back is going to make them want to take action. This may be somebody who hears that you guys are a winner, or like a top pick, or cream of the crop, or they may hear about you guys having some type of success or having some type of accolades. Or I think some of y'all, they may run across your social media page. Maybe you got a bunch of followers, or maybe a bunch of people comment on your pictures or something like that. It's somebody who feels like they slept on you at some point. It was like they didn't see you becoming how you are, or they didn't think you were who you were, maybe because it's somebody who maybe feels like they misjudged y'all in a way. I'm getting that. Because it says, I played myself thinking the grass was greener with her. So it could be somebody who misjudged y'all at first. Maybe they wanted y'all to chase them, especially with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Knight of Wands and the Hermit. There's somebody who's looking for you guys now, but they could be looking for you guys out of jealousy, out of possessiveness, competitiveness, feeling like somebody else has your attention, or feeling like you finally, maybe like I said, broken free, or not. Maybe you're not interacting with them anymore. Maybe you don't message them, call them, text them, something along the lines of that. It's somebody who feels like they slept or missed an opportunity with y'all. So they're going to be trying to create another opportunity to interact with y'all. All right. So like I said, they're going to change their approach. They may make it seem like it's one thing, but it may be about something else. Like this is somebody who already has you pegged as their ideal partner. So they're going to start being a lot more assertive, a lot more aggressive, a lot bolder, more communicative, more social, more supportive, all of that. All right. So it could be a Pisces, Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Sag, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Virgo, Gemini. All right. So anyway, pile 2. Boom. Pile 3. So pile 3, who's coming towards you? So it's going to be somebody you guys are fated to meet with. If this is a past person, it's going to be somebody who you guys are fated to meet back up with. Because I got reorientation. I got lessons, which has to do with like reorientation or getting to know yourself or getting to know someone else. If it's not somebody from the past, this is going to be somebody who's fated to come into your life when you're trying something new. So you could be in like a new environment or a new community. You could just have moved house. You could be at a new job, went to school. It's in the beginning of, it's like a beginning phase of something new in your life. So there's going to be somebody who's going to stand out to you, or somebody who's going to show off to get your attention. They could be, some of y'all, I was going to say, they could be in media, or they could be like a spokesperson or a very charming, charismatic talker, speaker. Like even if they don't have like a prominent position, they're just a very prominent speaker or a very like confident, charming, flattering talker. All right, somebody who's going to be generous with you. They're going to start being, I'm going to say, some of y'all are going to start being friendly. All right, you guys may live close to each other somehow, or maybe you guys live in the same neighborhood. Maybe it's the same neighborhood. Cause I say you guys live, so maybe it could be like a neighbor or something like that. I don't know. All right, it's going to be somebody who's like catches your eye. They have a flair for appearance. They have a flair for like just bedazzling you or beguiling people. Whoa, is that a good word? Beguiling? I don't know, but maybe. All right, there's maybe somebody who plays chess or is like a very strategic person. Again, just maybe somebody who talks a lot or has like prominent lips or just talks a lot of shit. So they may always have like these crazy comebacks. It gets like a party vibe, party girl vibe, you know what I mean? So it's somebody who maybe you guys are going to be at like in a family event, a social event, or something. It could be a community event. It could be someone who's around where there's just like people, it seems like. So it's going to be somebody who you're going to encounter around other people, because you guys are going to have like the same story or the same experience. You guys are going to relate. So they may express their feelings to you about something. Whatever I'm saying is that you guys are going to start being like a lot more buddy, chummy. This is somebody who's really bossy, also very like over the top. I was going to say even affluent. So this could be somebody who's in a position of status or like notice, even if they're not like well off, but I kind of feel like they're famous or like they have some type of like fame or some type of like recognition by people. If this is a past person, it's a past person who's like sad and crying and upset over you guys. Or, I mean, some of y'all, they may have cried. But like, I would just kind of feel this like be somebody who maybe been sad or was like maybe sad or depressed about something else. But it could be sad or depressed about you. Who knows? All right, they're going to be following their instincts, though, to make themselves stand out to you soon. So it's definitely going to be somewhere where you guys are in like a similar area, because we got the Four of Wands here. If this was like a present person or somebody who you kind of know of, or somebody who you're going to like run into and maybe you've already run into them, then it's going to be somebody who's seen potential from the beginning with y'all. They were just like patiently waiting for the right moment to like talk to y'all, or patiently waiting for the right moment to reconnect with y'all. This is somebody who finds you guys to be very magnetic. But I also got Come Stay the Night, Trap King. I keep fantasizing about when I get to have you. Runner energy, I run when it gets real. So this may be somebody who like just may want, it may seem like it, because I got wedding here. And this means that there's going to be somebody who's going to want to connect with you guys for the socially acceptable thing. So like whatever that's going on in the environment, that's how they're going to try to connect to you. So say we're at work, I'm going to try to connect to you through work. Say we're at the laundromat, I'm going to try to connect with you through maybe laundry or through something within that environment. There's going to be somebody who's going to try to connect with you guys through that environment. They're very strategic, especially if it's a past person. It's a past person who probably knows where you guys are going to be at, so they're going to try to meet up with you wherever you be at. So they may know what you're, they may know what you're like. Either they may maybe they know where you guys live, or they know where you guys frequent, like what your schedule looks like, or the area, about the area that you be in. Because somebody's gonna try to follow their instincts and have a conversation with you. Some of y'all may know them from your early childhood, possibly, because the third house can sometimes be people who you know from like your neighborhood growing up, or you've known them from like early childhood, usually 1 through 7, but it don't gotta be that. It could just be people who resemble people like that, like, you know, that maybe made you feel maybe more outgoing, more talkative, more communicative, more social. It's somebody who's gonna come into your life like that because they're a communicator, a big talker. You guys are gonna be like two peas in a pod, I'm telling y'all. You know what I mean? So they could be kind of stiff at first. So it's like maybe when you're around this person, they kind of seem like they're not like open to talking, but they will. It's just gonna come out of nowhere. All right, it's somebody who's got a different look of y'all. If it's a past person, it's a past person who's got a different look of y'all. The way they see y'all connection now is like drastically changed. Like the rose tinted glasses that came off, they see things for what they really are now. They see you for what you really are now. They see great potential now. So they're going to be probably more enthusiastic when they see you, or they're going to be a lot more. Maybe they're going to do the right thing. I kind of get that vibe of them like wanting to do the right thing, but they may also try to appeal to you with their physical body. Like I'm kind of getting it, like it's gonna be a strategic way. So some of y'all, they may invite y'all to a party, invite y'all to a family get together, or something to kind of share some type of experience so they can get to know you all over again. And then like if this is a newer person, it's gonna be a newer person who's gonna always want to talk about how like connecting with you. They're just gonna want to talk a lot, you know what I mean? And like maybe they tell these great stories about like stuff that they've done, things that they've experienced. You know what I mean? Maybe they tell you about acts of generosity and like how far they've gone to like, you know, maybe please other people, or how far they've gone to get to where they are, or what they had to do to get to where they are, or something like that. It's somebody who's going to show up in your life around that time when you're either headed to a new like to a new like horizon, or a new look. See, like you guys are baking or cooking something. So, well, I'm cooking meatballs, but like, you know what I mean? I guess that's a confirmation there, because that was supposed to go off like another 3 minutes, but. So anyway, I guess this is gonna be somebody who's like, when you're about to go to another level, this is where you're gonna meet this person. So like your life should be like turning brand new to you, or you should be just getting reorientated to something, which could be like your physical body. It could be like I said, an environment. It could be if like it's an energy of like a new beginning. You know what I mean? But one where you're gonna be learning and using whatever it is that you have a lot faster than you would have like previously. All right, so definitely a prominent person. They're gonna be strategic about trying to get towards y'all. So they may start off with just like communicating, talking shit, bringing up similar interests. You know, maybe like some of y'all, they like this is somebody who shows their physical body a lot, or their physical body is very either like noticeable. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I kind of get it to be appealing, and to you at least, I would get it to be that way. But you know what I mean. So it's somebody who sees you as physically appealing too. So they're gonna be trying to get around y'all soon, and you know, hope that it takes off. You know what I mean? I guess the strategy is to say things in a subtle way so that you could read it. All right. So anyway, it could be a Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Libra, Taurus, Pisces. Was that it? Yep. All right. Anyway, pile 3. I'm gone. Boom. Pile 4. All right. So pile 4. Who's coming towards you? It's going to be somebody who's a show-offy type of person, very enthusiastic, very assertive, very aggressive. They're going to be territorial over you almost instantly. It may be love at first sight between the both of you, for real, for real. This person is going to be somebody who you're going to feel like is made just for you. They may not be traditionally attractive. They're attractive, but they may not be traditionally attractive. And case in point, this could be like short men, really slim, slender women, darker women. Well, dark women are very attractive, but like I guess in some area, or like even light skinned people, because some people don't like light skinned people, or some people don't like dark skin, or even white, whatever. It could maybe be like, yeah, it could also be interracial because we do got the visitors. So it could even be interracial. So that may be what's considered to be non-traditional attractive to you because it may not be what you're used to dating, all right? It's going to be somebody you guys are going to connect on, very similar stories or a very similar outlook on life. This will be somebody who will change your perspective on them. So at first you may not, I mean, you may find them to be attractive, but you may feel like, I can't go forward with this situation. It may be taboo. Maybe they're off limits. Maybe they're in a position of status or authority, or maybe for some of y'all may feel like this is somebody who's out of your league or unapproachable. You like, you know what I mean? Like when I say out of your league, I really mean just unapproachable. Whereas you feel like this may not be somebody who you can obtain because maybe they're very popular. Maybe they're like sought after by a lot of other people and they seem hard to pin down. There's somebody who seems like they're not really happy, seems kind of disassociated from everybody. Maybe even a little moody or grumpy looking, you know what I mean? They have a peculiar walk or a peculiar way of moving where it kind of seems like they're sliding, gliding, or like, you know, maybe tiptoeing or like walking on eggshells in a way. So it's somebody who has like a peculiar walk. Also, this is going to be somebody who's going to like light touch. So physical touch is going to be their love language, or physical touch is how they connect with people. Even if it's a friend, they do a bunch of hand slaps, they be hugging, they be touching, pushing. There's somebody along the lines of that. They could be aggressive in that way, but like also in a playful way. It's not necessarily an aggressive, even though it can be aggressive, because I do got somebody who could be possibly a fighter or somebody who does like contact sports, so basketball, football, boxing, kickboxing, MMA, maybe, wrestling. Even if they don't do that, this could be somebody who's very aggressive. They try to force you to see things their way, or they do this to others. Like people are used to going in the direction that this person wants them to go in. So they have a natural leadership ability. Also, the way that they go about getting what they want, you may kind of frown about it at first because you're like, the way that they get what they want, it may not be the way that you would go about getting it, but like they get the results or they get the rewards that they're really looking for. So in the end, you'll probably be like, well, all right, I guess so. I wouldn't have done it that way, but you got what you wanted, you know what I mean? So it's somebody who's going to get what they want one way or another. Now, for some of y'all, they may have a sexual infection or disease, possibly, because it does say sexual disease. But for others of y'all, it's going to be somebody who's going to catch feelings for you very quickly. It's not going to be hard for this person to fall in love. Like I said, when they first seen you, this is somebody who wanted to gain your approval, or this will be somebody who's going to want to gain your approval. You're going to feel the same way about this person because you're going to want to gain their approval too. This is going to be a partner that you guys can be proud of. So even if it's, like I said, not traditionally attractive, you will be proud of this person because it's going to really feel like they're meant for you. All right. Some of y'all, they could be in the legal field, or maybe they had legal issues or something like that. Some of y'all is thinking like they're like a pill, they sell pills, or they're a pill maker, or they deal with medicine, or they have a long-standing injury or ailment, which could come from anything. You know what I mean? Maybe they were once a fighter and then they got hurt. You know, maybe they were once a fireman and then, you know, they had an accident. It could be anything. It could be anything along the lines of that. But it's going to be somebody who you're going to want to sacrifice for, but not know why you sacrifice. And this is somebody who's going to sacrifice for you, but really have no rhyme or reason for why they're sacrificing. They're just going to do it for you. They could be very sexual. I'm really picking up a vibe of this person being super sexual. If this is a past person, this is a past person who wants you back. And if it's a newer person, it's a newer person who you guys may have breakups, but like never really leave each other alone. They'll just stay in your life. You guys will just make up with each other. Possibly sex keeps you guys intertwined or keeps you guys connected, or some type of like hobby, or maybe it's work. Maybe you may know this person from work, because we do got Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Money could be intertwined in a situation. Like they may bring money into your life, and that may be how they stay about it, or they bring something of substance, like, or something of value that's going to allow them to stay in your life. Because I do got the Page of Pentacles, the pages themselves are usually short. But if they're not short, this could be somebody who's younger. And if they're not younger or shorter, then this is going to be somebody who like doesn't offer a whole lot in the very beginning. They give the bare minimum. They may even come about as a friend at first, but this is somebody who you guys may have more of like a sexual connection. It just comes off as like platonic. Maybe that's their strategy. Maybe that's how they play it. They come about in a more like polite, cordial way, just starting up, you know, conversation maybe. But there's going to be a strong magnetism between the both of you. It's going to be underlining. So it's not going to be openly spoken about. It's just going to be, you know it, you feel it, and you may question it. They'll know it, they'll feel it, and they may question it, but they'll hang around. And like I said, you guys will connect. They'll share a little bit about themselves. They'll open up. This will be somebody who will open up and tell you parts of themselves that they've never told anybody else, or stories about their lives that they've never shared with anybody else. Just like naturally you'll go deeper with this person, or they'll go deeper with you. You guys will just feel accustomed to each other almost instantly. All right. They have a leaner body. I'm really kind of picking up a leaner body, but it could be thicker. It could also be like strong, you know what I mean? They also wear like very colorful clothing or very eye-catching clothing, you know what I mean? This may be a third-person party because I'm noticing a third person here. Some of y'all, this may be a third-person party, or this may be somebody who y'all kind of keep the connection hidden. A lot of people don't know that you guys are intertwined as deeply as you are, but the bond between y'all would be like deep, and it would be like I said, maybe it would be most likely to just y'all, to y'all two, or you know what I mean? Maybe if it's three, maybe more than that. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like there may be extras in there. A very sexual person, so because it even says here they wet dream about you, and it says when you express how you feel, it turns me on. So when you talk to this person, just you being you turns this person on. You know what I mean? They really could find you to be like, they idolize you. They find you to be a perfect partner or a perfect mate. Even if you don't know this person, they've already imagined where this situation could go, how this could go. And I kind of feel like they're going to be sneaking to make this situation happen between y'all. So they may present an opportunity for y'all to do something together. They're just going to get bold or just get courageous and take action on you guys. And they're going to maybe, some of y'all are going to touch you, bump you, reach out to you, call you, text you, or just start up conversation and see what can happen from there. This is somebody who's going to, like, once you guys get connected to each other, it's going to be hard to leave each other alone because you're going to love each other's vibes. It's going to feel like you're at home with each other. So it could be a Leo, Aries, Pisces, Aquarius, Cancer, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, or a Virgo. All right. So anyway, pile 4. That was your reading. Thanks for being here. I'm gone.